In my video about the 3-piece Burr puzzle, I mentioned that I was making a 6-piece Burr puzzle. While that 3-piece Burr puzzle is kind of boring, the 6-piece Burr puzzle is a bit more, well, puzzling. I say this because there's not just one design for a 6-piece Burr puzzle. Depending on what restrictions you have for the design of the pieces, you can have between 25 different pieces available to choose from to several hundred different pieces. Even with just the standard 25-piece designs, you can use them to assemble 6 of those pieces into over 300 different configurations. This first piece does not have any notches. It's all ready to use, so I set that one aside. Now, let's start with the simplest of the notched pieces. It has a notch in the middle of the piece that is the same as the width of the piece. That notch will go halfway down through the piece. All of the measurements for the pieces and the cuts will be in relation to the width of the dowel. So when I show 1, that's the width of 1 dowel. When I show 1/2, that's the width of half a dowel. The puzzle I'm making in this video will use 4 different piece designs. I chose this one to do because there's a sequence to how the pieces are cut, so it should be easier to make than some of the others. If you have a table saw, that would be the preferred tool to use for this. All 5 of the notch pieces will have the same notch. One of these I set aside because it's done. The other 4 will be modified further. You can see on this next piece that there is a second similar notch, but with the piece rotated and the notch shifted to the side. From the bottom, I measure from the center line the width of one piece. I add this pattern to all 4 of the remaining pieces. I need 1 piece like this, so I set 1 aside. For the final modification, I just repeat the previous change that I made, but mirrored to the other side of the middle line. I do this with all 3 of the remaining pieces. This is the last change that I need to make, and the pieces are all marked and ready to be cut. Except for that 1 piece that's not getting cut. I leave that one alone. For all of the cuts that I made, I only cut halfway through the pieces. Again, if you have a table saw, use it to make these cuts. It will be much easier than cutting these by hand. I'm just using a utility knife to cut through the middle of the pieces. You could also use a chisel if you have one handy. Next, I file the notches to their proper sizes. Test fitting the pieces into the notches periodically will help to get the correct fit. You will know when you have it correct when you are able to fit a piece into each of the narrow notches. It needs to fit freely, not too loose and not too tight. In the wide notches, you need to be able to fit 2 pieces side by side. Now it's time to assemble the puzzle. Rather than describing the process, it's easier just to show you. The first time you assemble them, you may need to adjust the fit with your file.
goes around like an ocean in my head.
I was planning on having a Burr Puzzle series, but these Burr Puzzle videos don't seem to be very popular on my channel. If the popularity improves enough, I will make a video about this 12-piece Burr Puzzle. Leave a comment and let me know if you're interested in that. Also, like this video and share it with some friends. Interactions and views help me to know how much people like the topics of my videos. And to everyone that made it to the end, thank you for watching.